Hello and good morning. Today is Sunday, August 27th, and I'm in southern Connecticut, and Susan and I are out for a morning ride. We have been really lucky here in southern Connecticut this past week. The weather has been phenomenal, very much like autumn weather. Low humidity, overnight temps high 40s, low 50s, daytime temps mid 70s, maybe a 9 or 10 mile an hour wind. So it's just been a terrific period of time to be out riding, and I tell you, it feels exactly like a late September type of day. Of course, as I'm recording this video, the people down in Texas are getting their ass handed to them with a hurricane down there. Feel sorry for those folks. But we are very fortunate here in southern New England. Beautiful, beautiful weather. I was looking back on some of my Strava history recently to get some sort of notion about how long it's been since I got back on the bike, which is coming up on 2 years now. And during that time, I've logged over 10,000 miles of riding in 2 years. So I think that's a fair amount of riding, you know. There she goes. As you can see, she really has no problem zipping right along. Our average speed together is 15 plus miles an hour. A lot of that has to do with the fact that Susan, as I said, is still a little inexperienced, and she's still a little reluctant, cautious about swinging around corners and taking turns. So she slows down quite a bit as she does that, which is the smart thing to do. You know, you ride within your comfort level. But every time you slow down going around a corner, that it's going to knock down your average speed for any particular ride. Ooh, nice. But the reason I was bringing up Strava a little bit just a second ago is that I've been following a few people on Strava for probably a good year or two now, kind of getting to know them virtually, but I've also met one or two people in person in some events that Susan and I have attended. Your left, and there's this one woman that Susan and I both follow, in fact. She's from Old Saybrook. Very, very strong rider. My estimate is that she's probably not quite 50 years old, probably in her late 40s. But a hell of a rider. She rides a Pinarello carbon fiber bike. But about 3 weeks ago, she started doing a group ride on Friday mornings with a bunch of guys out of the Chester, Connecticut area. And they call their Friday morning rides Friday morning throwdown. I'll take a left-hand turn here. Got to be careful through here in town on Sunday mornings. See what other people are doing. This woman here doesn't see me. I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop. We're trying to take a left here, but thank you. This guy is not going to let me go. All right. Susan and I are trying to make sure that we stay closer together when we run through intersections like that, so that if I decide to go, that I'm also making the decision for her, and I want her to be right behind me, so that if I've got time to go, she has time to go. You know what I mean? Anyway, getting back to the woman from Old Saybrook that I follow on Strava. She does these rides called Friday morning throwdowns with a group of people from Chester. And her last ride, not her last ride, her previous ride. So last Friday she did a ride. And these guys are nuts. I mean, they're probably really are racing is what they're doing. They average 23, 24 miles an hour in terms of their speed. So yeah, they push it pretty good. But 2 weeks ago, they did a ride, and they started their ride at 2 a.m. And she was going to go. They started their ride at 2 a.m. They rode 100 miles, averaging 22 miles an hour. Oh my God, that is really an amazing performance. But they do tell you, they do say that riding in a group, you do ride faster. You let someone take the lead, take the work for a while. You ride their wheel, you draft behind them. But the thing that's a little mind-boggling to me in terms of that 100-mile ride at 22 miles an hour, we're talking 2 a.m. We're talking middle of the freaking night. We're talking back roads and dark roads, roads without street lamps. When I first read that she had done that, saw the posting, the activity that she posted, I really thought, you know, you've gone off the deep end, lady. That's just plain dangerous. Riding in the dark that speed on roads that you're never really sure what the hell's going to be, either coming around the corner or potholes, bumps, whatever. But anyway, I gave her kudos, obviously, in a comment of my congratulations and respect for that kind of a ride. It's incredible.